May the words of my mouth and the meditations of our heart be acceptable to you, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Please be seated. And kids, do you want to come up and join me in a circle in front of me here? Yes, you are. And you guys can come down too. Yeah, come on down. Simon and Graham are too old to sit on the floor. You can come down too. And Selah. There we go. You can come too, Ben. No, you're going to go out the door instead. Oh, coming around. Okay. So, I'm curious. Do any of you guys have messy rooms? What? No? Some of you don't have messy rooms at all, huh?
I definitely.
You definitely do? Yeah.
Mine's pretty messy.
It's pretty messy. I got a bunch of that. Right? Very messy. So how do you clean your room? You have to clean your room. You use your vacuum. You keep it clean, right? You put things away as they come out. Yeah.
Organize it.
Yeah. Getting things organized, right? Right?
I'm getting my old baby toys away.
Putting the old baby toys away, putting old things away. Yeah.
And I put some baby toys in storage.
In storage, that's even better. Well, you know what? I want to tell you, I'm going to have a confession for all of you here, that sometimes my room, which is my whole house now, because I'm a grown-up, gets messy too. So, kind of looks like this, right? You know, just stuff all over, right? Sometimes our room, she's like, no, my room never looks like that. Well, definitely mine sometimes looks like this, especially the sofa where I sit and knit, and I have my glass for drinking and my book and my, you know, just all of that. So, also I have a teddy bear.
Why do you need a bag of Cheez-Its?
Well, because Cheez-Its are my snack, right? And I have a yarn for my yarn, because I'm a knitter. Yep, chocolate, right? So this sanctuary, the rest of this church that we're in right now, it doesn't look quite. Uh-oh, I've lost my mic, y'all. Let's see what's going on before I keep going. Apparently, it's not happy. Heck, folks, I need new batteries. Messy life. So sad. What can I say? So can you all hear me fairly well if I speak up? Okay. Those years of theater did help, as long as it doesn't feel like I'm yelling at you. So if we look around the sanctuary, everybody just kind of look around the sanctuary. It is not very messy, is it? It's very tidy in here, isn't it?
Why do you have it so tidy?
Well, there you go. Oh, Addison likes messes, so this kind of looks out of place in here, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That mess looks really out of place in this sanctuary that's so tidy, doesn't it? That is a mess. So can you guys help me clean it up? Can you help me put it back in the bag? There we go. Everybody help put something in the bag. There you go. We got the Cheez-Its, paintbrush, pennies. Don't ask. All right, bookmark. There we go. Okay, look. Now, oh, wait, we missed something. That often happens, doesn't it? Yep. There we go. All right, there's a whole bunch here. All right. Thank you. All right. Now, Aria, can you put that under the bench over there? Oh, thank you. It's on. All right, so I'm back. So sometimes there's not just messes on the outside, right? Sometimes there are messes on the inside of us. The inside of us can feel pretty mixed up and messy sometimes, right? Can you guys tell me sometimes when maybe it feels a little messy in you? What are some emotions that feel messy? Yeah. Confusion, when you're feeling confused. What else?
Anger or grudge.
Yes, when you feel anger, or you feel a grudge, or you feel resentful. Yes, Zayla. Frustrated and mad. Absolutely. Those can really mix you up and create a messy feeling inside of you, can't you? Can't they? What else? Anything else? Sometimes sadness.
Yeah.
That feels pretty messy, doesn't it? Yeah, right. So when you have those kinds of messes, are you expected to clean them up or to take care of your sadness, your anger, all of that stuff all by yourself? Yeah.
Clean up your room.
Clean up your room, yeah. But if you're sad, what happens?
You need to just wipe your tears away.
Wipe your tears away, maybe get a hug from somebody, right? Get some help from somebody. Yeah.
Depending on the situation, you could do it on your own.
But with all of the knowledge that your family has given you, right? And the love, yeah. Addison.
You could also, you don't generally have to do it on your own.
No.
You could do it with a friend, you could do it with anyone, basically.
That's right.
In your head.
That's right. She says you don't have to do it on your own. You can do it with your family, you can do it with your friends, you can even do it with your pets.
What?
Just to have somebody there to help you sort out and give you love. Yeah. And like go and have some fun with people, and that helps. Because I think as adults and as kids, we sometimes want to pretend we don't have any messes, and we want to hide them, or we want to think we have to deal with them all by ourselves, right? Especially when we come into this sanctuary. But you know what? I have something to tell you all. Hold on one second. This sanctuary doesn't clean itself. Imagine that. And I don't clean it all by myself. I have ushers and altar guild and people who come in to vacuum and clean and John and volunteers and all kinds of people who help me make sure that this doesn't get messy, right? That it stays clean. So in our gospel today, we heard about a man, right? We heard about a man who comes in and he says, "Jesus, who are you?" And he's got a pretty messy inside.
He was afraid.
He was pretty messy inside. They called him unclean, right? He was messy. He was angry. He was confused. He was sad. He was, as Arya said, probably afraid. And what does Jesus do? And this is the good news. What does Jesus do? Does Jesus say, "Hey, go away and deal with your attitude, mister"? Does he do that?
He says calm down.
Yeah. That's probably what your parent would say. Uh-oh. Sometimes we do need to calm down a little first. But what Jesus says, he says, "Be still, be still." What happens when somebody says, "Be still"? You calm down. Be still. Be still. And Jesus gives this man space for that unclean spirit to come out of him. And this is in the middle of a fancy sanctuary like this one, in the middle of a worship service. Jesus helped. We don't have to be perfect inside, and we don't have to hide our messes, right? We can help each other clean up. That's how you stay pure of heart. You don't stay pure of heart by going off by yourself and trying to take care of everything. We stay pure of heart because we help our brothers and our sisters, and we take help from our moms and our dads, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can, of course, always. What were you going to say, Addison?
I was going to say, especially don't try to hide the mess in your room. Don't shove it in.
Yeah, don't try to shove the mess, whatever kind it is, into a closet. right? I mean, that actually really can get pretty toxic after a while. This is wisdom, y'all. Yes?
This is more of a question than a comment, but what if you're afraid to share your problem?
You know who will always hear your problem? Jesus. You can always pray. Jesus is always going to be there for you. So maybe sometimes we need to tell Jesus, and then that gives us, and we need to pray, and then that gives us the courage to go and maybe seek help from another person. Yes, what were you going to say?
Well, my mom helps me set the blankies for my bed.
Her mom helps her set up the blankie for her bed. And that's another thing. Sometimes it's like somebody said, it's a pet, or it's your favorite blanket, but you're not doing it by yourself, right? We work together to clean up our mess, and Jesus is always there to help us clean up our mess. And that is the good news. So, yes. And don't hide it under your bed either. And you know, that might be where that myth of the monsters under the bed comes from, because I'm just saying. So let's all pray. What's that? It's also what? It's monsters of stuff. Exactly. I feel that way sometimes when I'm trying to move. Monsters of stuff. A box full of something that I have no idea what to do with and will deal with later. I have a few of those in my attic. Yes, they're hidden. All right, you all want to pray with me for a minute? I'm going to say, and then you repeat after me, okay? Dear God, thank you for Jesus, who shows us how to receive and share your healing love, even when things are a mess. Thank you and amen. All right, you can go back to your seats. And your duties.